welcome to my channel and welcome to Swap and Glue, hosted by Creative with Jovi. And this is the April edition of the Swap and Glue. So I love that she uses calendar pages to make her mailing envelopes. I don't want to show her address, but you see, that's a calendar. So I'm going to go on the hunt Monday. Okay, story. Monday I have to go to Las Cruces, New Mexico to have a root canal reevaluated. I think I told you guys in another video, who could fail a root canal but me? So anyhow, I'm going to go thrifting and I'm going to see if I can't find some really cool envelopes. So with that being said, let's get started at looking at what she sent. She said, "Thanks for swapping with me, Jovi." That's just a really cute little piece of paper. Okay, so this was adorable. Look at this little, like a, I don't, if it's almost like it's a sticker or a rub-on. There's some more of it in here. Jovi, when you see this, can you explain where you got this paper? It's adorable. And then we got some little squares. And then we have this really cool napkin. This is just too cool. I am loving this. And then we have, this appears to be like a heavy gift wrap, which is really cool. And then we have some jasmine, marigold, magnolia, like a flower themed scrapbook paper. And then look, here it is again. This is just too cute. This is adorable. Easter themed little bunnies. And then we have, what do we have? And by the way, Jovi, yours is coming out. Let's look at one side and then we'll look at the other. It's time to move forward. I'm going to keep that. Definitely. Seaside design. That's really cool. Look at that. Look at my little bunny sitting in the grass. Yep. Okay, and then we got Sea Oats Luxury Estate. I can finally enjoy the moment. That's cool too. We curate, you customize the travel guide app. With Venture, you earn unlimited double miles on not just travel purchases. That's cool. Capital One. Commercial. She's kind of cool. And then we have some sea stuff here. This guy's catching the fish. Look at these fish. And then we have more outside adventure. Look at that. That's cool. Bonito. That looks good. Caramelized onion soup. Now I could do that. Huh. Bonito. A covert seafood operator adds umami flavor without fishy business. Oh, pretty cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, so I was going to tell you, I have to go and get this root canal done again. So while I'm down there, I want to go thrifting. I know my husband's going to say, what? If you could see my room. Look at this. This is cool too. Use this. Cocoa Crush. Vogue. That's cool. That's really cool. I got this lady. Look at her coat. I saw this girl put on boots, the inflatable boots. I like to have died laughing. That's different. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to laugh, but why would you want to turn yourself into a triangle? I thought being a circle was bad enough. And then look at this. I really like this. Tall tree, spyglass shoulder, bearing a point of northeast. Skeleton Island east southeast by NB east 10 feet. A tall tree was thus the principal mark. Robert Louis Stevenson, Treasure Island. That's really cool. And then we got this, and I mean, I think I'll use that and probably the treasure, but I really am definitely going to use that. So I dug out an ugly piece of scrapbook paper because it wasn't too sure. This was a lot to look at, and I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? So first thing I'm going to do is separate this. And I know I want the tissue where I can see those polka dots through it. Now, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. And I thought, let's make us a 12 by 12 collage and just have fun with it, right? We may or may not finish it in this video, but the point is we're having fun, right? So I bought myself a 3-day weekend just because, not under good circumstances though. I'll go get my toothpicks hopefully. And I did tell him, hey, it should not still be hurting, so I think you guys should not be charging me. So they're not charging me for the office visit, but outside of that, who knows? Okay, I like that. Pretty good there. I'm not worrying about anything showing. Okay, and then, like I said, I really like this guy, but I want it to be in your face. So cool. And then, yep, headed to the big city. So I thought, well, you know what? We're going to go eat at this place called Bubba's. It'll be fun. I love there. It's called the Black and Blue Burger. And it's, I think I don't know why they call it blackened, but I think it's because a lot of pepper, but it's got blue cheese on it, you know. You say the word blue cheese and I'm at the table. Oh, my husband hates this stuff too. He's like, ew. He can barely tolerate sitting at the table with me. You guys, I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny. I'm going to save this piece because I think we can use that again. And then I want to save the words because we may use those again. All right, so next up, let's find I don't know about this triangle lady. I don't, guys. I really just don't. But I do like this background. I got the giggles. Can you tell Friday got here? Our brains are scrambled, guys. Okay, so many of you know our old rec center. It sort of closed right at the time of the pandemic, but it really never came back. So it just didn't. I mean, but there's a good reason behind that. One of the reasons is we got a new rec center, and that's where I work. And we were rewriting our policies and procedures, budget proposals, all that stuff that's going on. So we've been busy this week. And my brain is scrambled. But Now I get to collage and rest. Okay, there we go. And I think I like a little bit of those orange polka dots showing. Look at that. Why not? I think I'm going to go with it. I think I'm going to go with it. So, yeah, we're a lot going on. All new forms, rental forms. And it's going to be state of the art. We're going to have a built-in projector, a sound system. We're going to feature a lot of different activities in our new center that we couldn't in our old. And then it's also sad because that building was home to me for 12 years. Okay, we're going to save these bunnies for something else. Look at this. And I kind of like this. I like this. And then do I want to put something over that? Like I could put, yeah, I could put something over that. And also put her in there and put our words. So mixed emotions for sure. And y'all know it's not too much longer. I wonder if I should put her down here at the bottom. No, we're going to put her right there like that. Not too much longer. God willing. And I will be retired. You know, when you're young, and I'm not, but when you are, you can't wait for retirement. Oh my God, I'll look forward to the day that I don't have to work anymore. And it can't get here fast enough, right? And then when it happens, like you're a few years away, in my case, I'm a few years away, you're like, where the heck did the time go? You know, just yesterday I got my first job and my driver's license, and then it was my first baby and graduating college, all of that stuff. Buying your first car. Look at that. Okay, so this is like kind of cool. Like it doesn't make any sense, but that's okay because I don't want it to. Okay, so here I want to do, I don't know if I want to put that there yet. I don't know. And the hamburger, I don't know. I did like that burger. And I want to put in my words. That would be kind of cool too, that Daniel Island. But I like this. It's time to move forward. That was cool. Now, how many of y'all make a journal and get attached to it? I do. And now it's happening with my collages. I make a collage and then I get attached to it and I think I'm going to hang it on my wall. It's time to move forward. Yes. Okay. Now, like I said, Miss Jovi, yours should go out Monday. It's time to move forward. And she's looking up here. And I saw some other really cool words. Where did they go? Here it is. I can finally enjoy the moment. So how funny that I would be talking about retirement. I can finally enjoy the moment. So it is right around the corner. Okay, I'm going to hang on to these words for just a minute because I want to put them over there. Right there. Maybe I'll just put them there. I think I'll put some underneath. Maybe we want, no, I don't want to cover that up with the burger. I love the burger, but maybe I want the bonito. Here. And then the food like that. Yeah, that's what I want. For this piece, we're going to do the food. There we go. And then the food. But wait a minute, would this be a good place for the rabbits? If I think about it, maybe. The two singles. I really like that bunny. He is so cool. I don't want to cover that up though, so I'm going to hang on to the bunny. And then I had some other words. This wasn't the only set of words. Where were they? Such a cool. Maybe we need some rocks down there. Cocoa Crush. Vogue. I'm good looking for words, guys. That's all. Bonito is a covered seafood operator and adds umami flavor. I don't know what that word is. Confidence. Ease, inspired style. That's what we love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Imagine walking into these views. Yes! I can finally enjoy the moment. And then up here we'll do this. Imagine walking into these views. I like. So I'm almost wishing I was going the day before out of town and staying the night somewhere. Waking up, I'm thinking about it, guys. I can tuck my husband into it. Okay, imagine. I don't think I need that. I don't need that. Imagine walking into these views. That's so cool. Okay, this is no good. That's so cool. I can finally enjoy the moment. You know, I think I like this better than the food. I like the food, but I think I like this better. I'll just leave a peek of the food. And then we'll put this guy here. I can finally enjoy the moment. Yeah. And that's how I'm feeling. Well, we could take our pups with us. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That presents another issue. Uh-oh. I don't want the moving forward torn off or covered up. Could go that way. And there we go. That was the coolest of the cool right there. And then I could finally enjoy the moment. There. This was fun. I can finally enjoy the moment. Look at that. That was fun. I just got to put something right there. And then I realized I have this. Yeah. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, you guys, this is the first ever collage I've ever made this size. Ever. Getting better. I'm not there yet, but I am getting better. Let's go here. I want to tear this off. Look at that. I like. Get that glued down. This was fun. And Jovi, I've got to go find me some old calendars. I know my mother-in-law has a bunch, but she doesn't like to let go of them because she keeps stuff, you know, she goes back. Look at that. Now I'm wondering, should I leave that much of the orange or no? What could we put there? Take up a little more space. Let's see. Well, this has got the sea theme, so let's go with a little bit of boat footage. Yeah. I like that. Just like that. Just like that. And that was a great way to end a Friday. Put that upside down. Ooh, I was about to, although I don't think it would have mattered. It might have mattered. Look at that. So then we got a little bit of orange there. A little bit orange there, a little bit orange there, and a little bit orange there. But do I want that much orange? Do I? that we could put across here. Let's try. I mean, I like the orange, but not maybe a lot. Let's try this. This is actually like a placemat or a tabletop, but I'm betting we could make it look, yep, we could make it look interesting. And we did. Okay, that was such a treat. Look at that. All right, guys, that was fun. That was fun. That got me in the creative mode. It's different. It's got a little bit of the paper from the back. Now on the back side, I can put, I can spray it or dye it or glue some lined paper to it. But there we go. This I'm actually going to put in a journal. I finally did it. I finally broke down, got out a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Ooh, a bird. And put my creative mind to work. And I didn't disappoint myself too bad. Let's see where we could put this bird. I like the bird. Reminds me of, for a little bit of time I lived in California, and I took my kids to the big zoo there. Oh, should I put him down here in the marsh? He can be enjoying the moment, right? It's just fussy cutting better. Anyhow, yeah, we took the kids and we went to, I want to say it was a San Diego zoo. And my stepdaughter was going to feed the seals, and this seagull flew in. She was just a little thing too. Seagull flew in and snatched that piece of fish right out of her little hand. You talk about, the trip was over. She did not want anything to do with anything else other than getting out of there. We finally got her calmed down. Yeah, that'll work. Finally got her calmed down enough to enjoy the rest of the trip. We'll put the bird right there. I can finally enjoy the moment, the bird says. So, but she wasn't feeding any other animal. Oh, and then my husband took me to, this is my current husband, by the way. I divorced my first husband. But he took me to the ostrich farm in Arizona. I think it's closer to Phoenix, but don't quote me on that. Anyhow, I can finally enjoy the moment. Cool. So we went, and they have this whole cabin of lorikeets, like a whole pen full of lorikeets. Just my luck, two of them are fighting while they're on my head, and I went to like move it away, and it bit me, and it drew blood, and the lady's like, "Do not hit the lorikeets." And I was like, how did you know what was on my mind? Does she need a big light bulb? So you guessed it. Yeah, I did. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to smack them off my head because they were fighting, and it bit me and drew blood. So I understand about party over on that one. And then we got to feed stingrays. Lots of fun. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but we're going to take a look. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe up here? No. No, I don't want to cover that. And I like that. So I'll save this for something else. But there we go. That, my dear friends, was a stress buster. I'll put the rest of this away for other things. Okay, there it is. All done. Yay! All right, I want to thank you guys for coming along. I want to thank you for subscribing, and I want to see you in the next video.